AITAH for asking my GF to stay away from her close friend who has feelings for her. Sorry if I misspelled anything. English isn't my first language. I'll try to make it as short as possible. So many details or things could be very vague. So I 19F and my girlfriend 18F have been together for almost 10 months now. Our relationship has been more rather calm and quiet than toxic, since we have a communicative relationship. Now, before my girlfriend and I started dating, we had a rough start. I had just got out of the closet in my school in the most chaotic way possible, and we would go through contact, no contact months on and on. In between those months, my girlfriend started talking to another girl 2 years younger than me, who I'll call Angela, not her real name. They became friends and started to hang out often, but my girlfriend has always told me that she thought Angela just wanted to be friends. After 3 months, I reached my now girlfriend apologizing for my bad behavior towards her feelings, promising her that now I was able to start a relationship. Since all those months I was struggling to get my mother to accept me for who I am, I didn't want to hide the fact that she was my girlfriend to my family, and she kindly accepted me back. That's when things started to get messy. To summarize, Angela, a few weeks after that, declared her love for my girlfriend and asked if there was something between my girlfriend and I, and she said yes. This girl started to cry and during months made my girlfriend's life miserable by spreading bad things about her and playing the victim, eventually ending up in my girlfriend being harassed by a group of 8 people in a party and receiving a call from her while she was having a panic attack for the first time. That was last year. They went no contact for months, and in March of 2024, my girlfriend asked me if I thought it was a good idea for her to wish a happy birthday to Angela. Honestly, at first I thought it would be good for my girlfriend, because during all vacations all I heard was how much she missed the friendship she had with Angela, and also I always felt bad for Angela since she had genuine feelings for my girlfriend and was rejected, so I said I was okay with it, believing that her friends' feelings towards her were in the past. They have now became very close friends, and my girlfriend has had issues with her current friend group, so we could say Angela is her only close friend by now. I was kinda okay with it at first, even though sometimes I would feel like all I could hear all day is I did this with Angela. I talked about that with Angela, blah blah blah. But I tried to maintain the relationship as healthy as possible by showing support to her one true friend. During May, my girlfriend started telling me that some of Angela's close friends started to make weird and suggestive jokes about Angela and her, and I started to notice as well some gossiping between our pairs. It escalated really fast. Soon all I could hear is that Angela and my girlfriend would make a great couple, and that probably my girlfriend was cheating on me with Angela. My brother, who was still attending school, told me several times that what Angela and my girlfriend had didn't seem like a friendship, and he and friends who went to school told me that Angela used to be very physical with my girlfriend. Things got toxic between us after I tried to talk to her about it multiple times, and she always said something among the lines, "What did I do wrong? She doesn't like me like that, so what do you want me to do?" And she was going to go out with Angela all alone. Finally, I confronted her for letting Angela get too close to her, considering she confessed to her last year, and I told her I felt like Angela and me were on the same level of priority for her, and we took a break for almost 4 weeks. After those 4 weeks, my girlfriend reached out to me to discuss things, and she told me she was ready to cut Angela if it was necessary for us to get back together. At this time, I was actually convinced that Angela had feelings for her, because as soon as I left the picture, she started to get closer and closer to my girlfriend, and she let her saying to me that she was having a hard time and Angela was a support. So I told her that I respected the friendship she had with Angela, but since that girl had feelings for her, in order to get back together, she would haste to make some major changes in her friendship and her boundaries. I set a list of things I wasn't comfortable with and told her that she could spend the classes she had with Angela together, but breaks, lunch breaks, hangouts outside of school made me uncomfortable. She accepted all these conditions and decided to talk to Angela. Angela wasn't happy. She left and during a week went back to treating badly my girlfriend. Now, getting to the main and current problem. I thought we were cool about it, but since my girlfriend backed me up that day and kept away from Angela, she's been giving me excuses to be with her. First, she started saying that her friends didn't attend school certain day and she had to be with Angela. Some other day she would say that their friends were fighting and she spent the whole day with Angela. And other times she would just say that since the school was having an event or they shared a school project, sometimes they have classes together, even though they are not in the same year they had to stay together. Also, she said that I should start getting used to Angela because after she graduates, they'll take a course to prepare for the PACE test to enter university. She would come up with excuses and apologies. She would beg me to not get mad at her. And I can't be mad at her. I know her situation. My girlfriend has bad friends who tend to leave her alone or not be loyal to her. My last straw was last Friday. We had a school event, and since my little brother still attends to school, I went to see him and my girlfriend. She promised me she would stay always with me, and also said something like I should say hi to Angela to show people at their school that Angela and I can get along, and I said no. Anyways, I attended, and actually for the first hour or two she was behaving great. She stayed with me all the time, and I could see in the corner of my eye Angela running away from my vision. It was great at first. My mother was there too, and I could show her that my girlfriend was being serious about it. But then my girlfriend went to see Angela. I was okay with it at first. I mean, it was a one-time event, and she wanted to check up on her quickly. But she eventually didn't show up for 15 minutes, and I had to leave. My mom asked for her because she wanted to say goodbye, and we found her sitting with Angela. I never saw how they behaved at school, but I saw something. Not from my girlfriend, but from Angela. It's not because I'm her girlfriend, but Angela saw her with worshiping eyes, loving eyes. She would bat her eyes like crazy and turn her head in a flirty way. I stayed quiet, but my mom said, "Who is that girl that's flirting with your girlfriend?" And I told her that was Angela. Now, I know what I saw, and my girlfriend would just smile at her, oblivious of anything. We wanted to say goodbye, but I felt so out of place that I didn't know what to do. My mother was pissed and said, "Let's just leave. She must know you felt bad about it, because clearly she's allowing a girl that has feelings for her to get close." Now I didn't speak to her instantly. I was feeling angry and hurt and tried to have my own space to manage my feelings. I felt hurt because when my girlfriend and I got back together, I had to convince my mother that my girlfriend was finally putting me as a priority and that the Angela problem was behind. So I felt embarrassed because I said my mom something and she saw another thing. I spoke to my girlfriend when I was calm, and I saw all the texts she had sent me. She was asking to know why I left without saying goodbye and if she did something wrong, so I explained to her. I told her how I was feeling and how it felt like what she had told me she would do to fix our relationship wasn't really happening. I told her what I saw and that I knew what actually was going on and how Angela felt about her. So I wasn't okay anymore with their friendship, and I was tired of asking for things I once did without blinking. Last year, my best friend confessed his love to me, and I distanced myself from him because I saw how it affected my relationship. For the first time, she was angry. She told me she was tired of this Angela problem as well, and that she was doing everything I asked her to do. She also told me that Angela was her only real friend and that she wasn't cutting her off because she had a few months left of school and she couldn't be alone that time. We gave each other space, and I thought and came up with an idea. I proposed to accept that friendship for the months that are left of school, 3 months, only if she accepts reality and accepts that Angela still has a crush on her. And after those 3 months, the friendship is over since there's no purpose to it anymore. She said she liked the idea, and we solved things. My problem is, I don't think I can endure that friendship, nor she will cut Angela after graduating. I don't know what to do. I try to be a good girlfriend and communicate my feelings always calmly. I propose a solution, and I try to always put in her place. If I tell her to cut contact with that friend, my relationship turns to a toxic one. I don't believe in ordering prohibiting things to a partner. Instead, I believe in communication and asking to just distance a little but keep friendships, and my girlfriend ends up alone in her last year of school. But if I don't say anything, Angela has a lot of time with my girlfriend and gets closer, and Angela's friends start to make suggestive jokes again. It also would help me if you tell me if I'm overreacting or not, because this is my first relationship and I want to be better. There are a few details that are left, but I didn't want to make this longer. The main things are written. If you have questions, I'll answer them. Thanks.